Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Blake here from WalletWell, just with another video for you today. Today I'm going to be doing a little cash condensing video. My binders are getting a little bit bulky, so I figured that I would go ahead and take this opportunity to do some bill exchanges, a bill swap, cash condensing, whatever you want to call it, and take care of that today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So if you're new here and wondering what a cash condensing or a bill swap is, essentially all that we're doing is replacing some of the money that is in the cash envelopes currently with higher denomination bills to get rid of some of those smaller ones to reduce bulk for the binders and the envelopes, just to make them, last a little bit longer, not overstretching them and things like that. So we're going to start off first with my Mini Mondays binder, just because that one has the most $5 bills, because that's what I use every Monday when I do those videos. So we're going to go ahead and just swap out some of those bills right now. So opening this up here, just going to set this up here really quick so that we can start. All right. So just diving right in here, guys, let's see what we've got in here. So in challenge number 1, we've already got $100 here, but we should be able to do something with this. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 65. So what we'll do is we'll keep 5 here, and we'll take $60 here in 20s, 20, 40, 60. And we'll put this all back. And I don't think I definitely didn't count this before I started, but I had $1,200 in $100 bills and $400 in 20s. So 12 and 4 is $1,600 that we're swapping today. I might also add some placeholders and take some cash out. So if I have more than 1,600 at the end, that'll be why. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. So just moving along here, challenge number 2. You've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, and 80. So 20, 40, 60, and 80. And by doing this here with the Mini Mondays, it also gives me opportunity to get a bunch of $5 bills back. And then I don't necessarily have to run back to the bank to get $5 bills for my Mini Mondays. Usually what I'll do is on Monday, if I need $50, I'll just go ahead and take like $50 from my 5s that are in my safe at home, and then just transfer $50 from my bank account into, a different kind of account and fund. So I just kind of exchange money that way so that I'm not always running to the bank. I don't know if that's something that you guys do, but definitely works for me. And then that way I'm not always at the bank getting cash. All right, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I'll put that there. And then 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So we'll put 100 here. We'll take 100 there. So 125 going back into challenge 2 or 3, sorry. Challenge 4. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. $40 going in there. Challenge 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we'll keep 5 there, and we'll add $20. Got 45 in there. Oh, and I had another 5 I didn't see. So we'll just leave that for now. I currently don't have any $50 bills. Once I do some more condensing in my other binders, I should have some 50s in here, but starting off, I didn't have any extra ones at home. All right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and so we've got 70. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So we're going to take 40 out and put 40 in. All right. And that does it for the Mini Mondays binder. This is much less bulky now. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, next up is high priority. This is my high priority sinking funds, kind of my personal ones. And you can see here, it is getting pretty thick, pretty bulky. So let's see if we can thin this down a little bit. Before we get going through here, I am just going to grab my placeholders really quickly. All right, let's go ahead and get into this one. Like I said, this one is pretty full. So first up is travel. And since my last video, I have reallocated some money from my Mini Mondays binder, my completed challenges. I did put some of that money into my travel fund here. So let's just quickly see what we've got in here. I think we should have $2,000 in here total. So we've got $1,500 in placeholders. And then we've got, so 1, 200, 300, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, and 500. So we've got $500 there in cash and $1,500 in placeholders. So what I'm going to do is add this money to my tray over here, and this money will just go back to the bank at the end of this video anyway. So we're just going to add it back in, and then we'll use that cash to also help kind of condense other things. So I'm also going to get rid of this 1,500 placeholder. I'm not sure that I have a 2,000, but maybe we'll just do, yeah, I don't have 2,000, but we will do, let's see, we'll do two $1,000 placeholders to represent the $2,000 that I have in the bank, and then we'll put that 500 one back. So we're killing it in the travel envelope, and that will thin that one down quite a bit. New York here, let's see what we've got. So we've got also 1,500 there, and then let's start, well, let's do it, yeah, 20, 40, 60, 80, so 100, 150, 170, 180, 190, 200. Did I count that right? Yeah, so $200 there. What I'm going to do is condense this a little bit. And we'll take two $100 bills. So now currently in New York, we've got 1,500, 600, 700. So 1,700 in the New York envelope. Flipping through here, this is US dollars, so I'm not going to do anything with that. Card annuals. I guess we can get rid of those 50s for a $100 bill. So we've got 600 in there. Wedding just has placeholders. Gas, I think I'm going to leave gas the way it is. Yep. Self-care, I think this is all 5, so we should be able to condense this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. So we'll do a 20 and a 10. As you can see, I don't have a lot of 10s. That was kind of my only one. That's because the ATM that I usually go to at the bank only gives 5s, 20s, 50s, and $100 bills. I don't often go to a teller. Can't do anything with that. All right. And I don't think there's anything to condense there. Nope. That all looks good. All right, so we did Not too bad there. Things are definitely feeling a little bit slimmer. Don't know if you can tell or not. All right, moving on to my shared sinking fund binder. So in here, let's take a peek into households. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So what we'll do is we'll just take enough for $20. So 50 and 70 and 80 altogether. And outdoor, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. Maybe what we'll do is we'll do a $50 bill. I think that will work. $20, $40, $50, $65. So let's do a $50, because I feel every time we go to get some beverages, actually maybe we'll keep the 10. Every time we go to get some beverages, it's always over $50 anyway. Okay, Costco. Nothing really to do there. Restaurants. 20, 40, and 50. Once again, this is another category where it's usually, if you want to go out to eat, it's usually more than $50 anyway. And treats. I think we'll leave treats the way it is, since we like to get things, you know, just for a couple dollars here and there. Gifts, 5, 10, 15, and 20. Got lots of 5s over here already. All right, and nothing in there. Another one down. All right, moving on to the savings challenge binder. Let's see what we can do in here. Nothing in these ones. Christmas, I think, is just $100 bills. Yep. Nothing in there. Mean Girls. 20, 40. Let's do a 50 in there. Okay. Harry Potter. The Slytherin Challenge. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 1, 2, 3, 400 in there. We're almost close to completing that one. Super exciting. The Taylor Swift Challenge. 25, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. So 30 and 20 makes 50. So we've got 150 in there. And month ahead, I think we'll be putting a placeholder in here. So we've got 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 500. Is that right? 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 50. No, almost. 50, 20, 40, and 10. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 total. So let's grab a placeholder here. $500. Let's So we'll put the $500 placeholder in there. And we're adding over here 1, 2, 3, 400. And 450, 20, 40, 45, and 50. So 500 total. And then we also have 5, 10, 15. We've got 25 left, so I might as well swap those out for another 20. So we've got 525 in month ahead, which is awesome. This binder is also feeling much, much lighter. Love that. All right, last binder. This is my saving challenge kind of overflow binder. So we'll go ahead and see what we can do in here to condense a little bit more. Got a few different games in here, so that might, let's see. All right, so we got 50, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and $40. 20 and 40. Back into the roll and save. Save the suits. We've got in here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So right away I'm going to swap that out for a 50. So $160 in save the suits. The Safari, let's see what we've got in here. 50, 20. All right, we'll leave that. And in the Bears, 40, 60, 75. Maybe what we'll do is we'll take $50, 20, 40, and 50. 50 back here. So 75 in the Bears. Oops. All right. $20, 35. Okay, nothing really there to do. Nothing in here or here. And the last one is the fourth ring challenge. So let's do 20, 40, and 50. 20, 40, 45, 50. So we've got 150, 170, 185 in there. And I think that does it, guys. I'm not going to go through my yearly, monthly challenges. I'm not going to condense those just because, you know, why not? So I think that's going to be it. So we did pretty good here. Let's see. We got lots of 5s out, as you can see. So took out all that bulk from the binders, which is excellent. Lots of 20s back, as well as some 100s. So let's see where we sit now with our cash. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1300. $20, $40, $60, $81, $20, $40, $60, $82, $20, $40, $60, $83, $20, $40, $60, $84, $20, $40, $60, $85, $20, $40, $60, $86, $20, $40, $60, $8700. Whoops, that's definitely not what I have. 1300 plus 700. All right, And then the 5s. I'm probably going to speed this one up, guys, because it's going to take a minute. All right, so we have officially $2,600 in cash there. So we started with $1,600, and then I added two $500 placeholders, so we have an extra 1,000 more than what we started with. So that's exactly what I intended to have happen. So I'm going to go ahead and take this back to the bank. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know a lot of you love the cash condensing videos. It's pretty relaxing. I love watching those ones too, especially on, like, you know, an evening or in a morning with a cup of coffee. It's nice. So hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for what's coming next, probably mini Mondays, and I should have a cash stuffing video up as well in the next few days. So thank you guys so much for watching. As usual, leave me a comment below if you have any questions, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.